Imagine a story so shocking, so unsettling, that it leaves even the most seasoned readers of the Bible disturbed. This is not a tale for the faint-hearted, it's a story buried deep within the book of Judges, one that many choose to overlook. As we unravel the events of Judges chapters 19 to 21, we enter a world where morality has collapsed, where every decision spirals into darkness. What happens when there's no accountability? When society is left to do what is right in their own eyes? This is a narrative that challenges our understanding of justice, humanity, and faith. The story of a Levite and his concubine is not just an ancient tale but a mirror reflecting the consequences of our choices today. Stay with us as we journey through this harrowing account, seeking the lessons that still echo through time. How far can a society fall when it loses its moral compass? Let's begin. Our story begins in the hills of Ephraim, where a Levite acquires a woman from Bethlehem to be his concubine. Yet, this relationship is far from a fairy tale. Betrayal, abandonment, and a long journey to reclaim what was lost mark the beginning of a tale that swiftly descends into chaos. As the Levite retrieves his concubine from her father's house after months of separation, a series of seemingly innocuous decisions leads them into the heart of darkness. They choose to avoid a foreign city, opting instead for Gibeah, a decision that seals their fate. Hospitality, a cornerstone of Israelite culture, is nowhere to be found, and they are left vulnerable. An old man offers them refuge, but this act of kindness is overshadowed by the horror that follows. As night falls, the shadows of Gibeah reveal the true nature of its inhabitants. What follows is a scene that challenges our very understanding of evil. In the dead of night, wicked men of Gibeah encircle the old man's house, demanding the unimaginable. Their intent is clear and vile, a demand that shocks the conscience, to defile the Levite. But instead of the Levite, it is his concubine who is sacrificed to the mob. The homeowner, in a desperate attempt to protect his guest, offers his own daughter and the concubine to the men. This horrifying exchange exposes a society that has lost all sense of humanity and decency. The concubine's Night of Torment is beyond comprehension, a symbol of the degradation that occurs when society forsakes its values. As dawn breaks, she returns to the doorstep, her life hanging by a thread. The Levite finds her lifeless, her body broken by the night's unspeakable acts. But the horror doesn't end here, it is only the beginning. The Levite's next actions are as shocking as the night that preceded them. With cold determination, he dismembers his concubine, sending her severed body parts across Israel, a gruesome call to arms. The response is swift and fierce, outrage spreads like wildfire among the tribes of Israel. What has happened is unprecedented, a crime that cannot go unanswered. The tribes unite against Benjamin, the perpetrator's tribe, and civil war erupts. Thousands of lives are lost in the ensuing battle, a grim reminder of the heavy toll of unchecked sin and violence. Yet, even as Benjamin faces near extinction, the other tribes begin to feel the weight of their own decisions. Have they gone too far? Is there any hope for redemption after such bloodshed? The story forces us to confront the consequences of collective decisions, and the aftermath of this war is a somber reflection on justice and mercy. As the dust of battle settles, only 600 men of Benjamin remain, survivors of a once great tribe. But survival brings with it a new dilemma. Without women, the tribe faces extinction. The solution, however, is fraught with moral compromise. The Israelites, bound by an oath not to give their daughters to Benjamin, concoct a plan that allows the Benjamites to kidnap wives during a festival. It's a desperate, unethical solution to a crisis of their own making. This twist in the story highlights the complex interplay between justice, mercy, and human fallibility. Each decision seems to lead to further moral decay, illustrating how one sin begets another. What can we learn from this? How do we navigate the fine line between justice and revenge? The story of Benjamin challenges us to consider the far-reaching consequences of our actions, especially when they are driven by fear and desperation. As we delve deeper into the book of Judges, it becomes clear that the real tragedy lies in the spiritual decline of a nation. The Israelites' gradual departure from God's laws sets the stage for the horrors that unfold. The story of the Levite and his concubine is not just about a single act of violence but about the moral collapse of an entire society. Without a king, without accountability, the people did what was right in their own eyes, leading to chaos and destruction. This narrative is a powerful reminder of the importance of staying close to our values, of ensuring that our decisions are guided by a moral compass. It begs the question, how far are we from such a state? Are we, too, living in a time when everyone does what is right in their own eyes? The lessons of Judges are not confined to ancient Israel, they resonate today, challenging us to reflect on our own lives and society. In the end, the story of Judges is a stark reminder that every choice we make carries weight, consequences that ripple far beyond our immediate actions. The book of Judges closes with a chilling line. In those days there was no king in Israel, everyone did what was right in his own eyes. It is a warning, a call to self-examination. Are we making decisions based on what feels right, or are we guided by a higher standard? The grace of God is evident even in the darkest moments, but it does not erase the consequences of our choices. As we close this chapter, I encourage you to think deeply about the decisions you make and the values you hold. What kind of society do we want to build? The lessons of Judges are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of the most challenging stories in the Bible. If you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more deep dives into the scriptures. God bless you.